And we is on YouTube. What it do, man? How's everybody doing? It is a wonderful Tuesday, November 25th, 12:05, kind of like lunchtime for you and New York East people. But how's everybody doing? I hope you guys made some money today. I hope you guys made some money this week. But as always, coming into today's video, it is a trade recap video breaking down the entire reason why exactly did I short the market coming into morning open. As you guys can see, I gave you guys a little execution for my trade today just because you fucking trend hoppers that always want to see my pocket watching money. But hope you guys are doing well today. Coming into today's video, I need to break this down. Today was a beautiful delivery to the downside. A very nice 30-minute open, high, low, close delivery. Now, breaking this down, why exactly did I take the 30-minute and not the 4-hour power 3? Well, we're going to break that down in just a moment. But as always, if you guys aren't already part of Collectors Club, my 100% free Discord server will be linked in the description. We just hit 640 members this morning, pushing for 1,000. We are pushing bigger and bigger numbers every single day, guys. The server is it, and it is going to keep increasing with more and more free information as the time goes on. Do not miss this opportunity, man. Join this shit up. But coming into today's delivery, what exactly was I looking for when breaking down the entire power of 3, the entire range, and what cycle we were currently in, breaking down the higher time frame? So let's actually hop into this. Breaking down the entire daily delivery, as you can see, this is technically our weekly open right here. Now I'm going to pull up our weekly power of 3. Give me 2 seconds. As you can see, we have a weekly power of 3 candle. Now, what am I expecting for this week generically? Well, pretty much an open, low, high close. Now, why exactly am I expecting this? Let's break this down. If you understand every single power of 3, monthly, quarterly, right, all these different power of 3s, they're all going to have a similarity. Now, what exactly is that? It's either two variations. It's either open, low, high close or open, high, low, close, right? Now, breaking down the understanding of quarterly theory, let's just look at the entire month, right? Our month opened, technically, let's go to the 4-hour chart. It'll be a lot easier to see this. Our month opened right there, okay? Now, looking at our entire monthly power of 3, as you can see, we are currently in our 4th quarter, okay? Now, this 4th quarter is going to do two things. Breaking down quarterly theory and breaking down power of 3, they actually both align very beautifully. Now, what exactly is that? Well, if you break down a power of 3, our monthly power of 3, we opened, manipulated higher, cracking correlation at the highs, distributed bearish, right? And what always happens at the very end of a power of 3? Expansion, right? Now, expansion not expanding from what the quarter 3 did, but a reverse expansion, right? Because reference, it's open, high, low, and then a retrace up, close. Right, as we have open, high, low. This is our low of the month. Push back up and potentially close in the range, right? So breaking down power of 3 for the week, I'm generically bullish, okay? Now breaking down the quarters, right, the week that we are currently in, I explained to everybody in my Collectors Club, we had first week expansion, second week accumulation, third week manipulation. Then what always proves that manipulation is done? Cracking correlation. Well, let's peep over to the daily. We could see that we actually put in a new lower low underneath October's low on both NASDAQ and ES, but YM fails to do so. So right here, we immediately have our high time frame cracking correlation. Okay, now for anyone that studies quarterly theory concepts, it is also considered our previous cycle DFR low. Now, I'm not going to go further into explaining that today, but it's considered a significant low. So just simply refer to this low, October's low, as a significant low in price. So seeing that NQ and ES swept it, putting in a new low for our 3-month power of 3. YM fails to put in this new lower low. This is what we consider our now cracking correlation on the higher time frames to pursue prices to expand higher, right? Because coming into the end of the month, we're expecting that not only in quarterly theory, we're in distribution phase for the week, but the monthly cycle at the very end will always have a pump up and then close, right? It's Open high, low, close, not open, low, and then just stop, right? There's always going to, be a slight retracement back up into the range. Now, understanding this, I understood that being the possibilities of us expanding higher, I'm also looking for, everything else to align, giving us bullish retracements. Now, at the very low, we have a weekly cycle with YM, weekly cycle bullish SSMT, all the way at the lows. This was giving us the confidence that coming into the weekly power of 3 that we could possibly expand higher. Understanding that we are going to possibly expand higher, right? We have a cracking correlation with October's low. So I'll actually put previous cycle DFR low cracking correlation. Or you can put October low cracking correlation. Okay, now I'll actually put that on the bottom for you guys. So we have a October low cracking correlation. We have a weekly cycle bullish SSMT at the lows, which is technically our smart money reversal as of right now. We have a slight retracement, right? And there was also a daily cycle down here confirming yesterday's daily power of 3. But what is the significance for today? Why exactly was my bias bearish? Break this down, guys. If you understand that the weekly power of 3 is going to be an open, low, high close, we're looking for price to give us possible discount retracements, right? To send price higher, right? If price is going to be super, super bullish and expand for higher highs, you have to break this down and understand if Monday is going to be a very one range direction, right? This is technically Monday's expansion of the weekly AMD XXAMD. This is X expansion. We're expanding for Friday's delivery. If price is going to expand, giving us zero signs of cracking correlation in a discount of the previous daily power of 3, right? This is our expansion phase. This is Monday's power of 3. If we're going to possibly send for higher highs coming in the rest of the week, we need some type of sign of, technically speaking, bullish sensitivity. Now that means coming into a discount of the previous range. On top of the fact that this is also coming into the previous range's discount, we actually have an SMTF, SMT fill. As you can see, hovering over this, ES fails to come into it. YM doesn't even create a gap, and the only gap that gets filled is on NQ. Pairing all of this, this is a SMTF in what? In a discount, right? So understanding weakness and strength in the market, how is this significant to us? Well, guys, look at it on a basis of this. If price, for anyone that came from ICT concepts, understand that if price is going to keep showing bullishness throughout the rest of the week, rest of the day, whatever that may be, whatever cycle you're in, it's going to show bullish sensitivity, right? Well, market came down, slapped an SMTF, which is our first sign of high time frame cracking correlation, in what? In a discount of the previous power of 3 range, right? So that's my draw on liquidity, essentially, is if we're going to keep expanding higher coming into tomorrow and the rest of the week, we need to show signs of a bearish retracement and a possible cracking correlation, which is the SMTF, to send price higher. Okay, so breaking down the entire day, that's exactly what I was looking for. Now I have the executions right here, but I actually, let me go into replay mode because we're actually going to start moving in a minute and I don't want the screen to be moving all over the place. But today's power of 3, understanding that we are going to come down into a discount. As you can see, this is 50% of yesterday's range, Monday daily power of 3 range. This is discount underneath. So my TP for my 30-minute power of 3 is understanding that, okay, if price is going to keep setting higher for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, right, for our weekly power of 3 to then end the monthly power of 3, right, we're in the 4th quarter, we're going to find some type of, I guess, expectancy delivery under here to send price higher. Okay, now what was I looking for coming into this? Well, I was looking for a nice time frame alignment to send us lower. Now, all of these concepts that don't necessarily make sense right now, December 1st, my entire Inner Circle Collectors Club mentorship is going to be announced on December 1st. Open doors, all of this stuff will make so much more sense, okay? But for specific reasons, I cannot disclose everything for free, just out of the respect from Day, as, you know, he states from his course that he wants to keep it behind paid doors, and I'm going to respect that, so I'm going to keep mine behind paid doors. But for anybody that understands this, we have a 4-stage bearish SSMT. Above the daily open price, which is considered our true week open price because today is Tuesday, we have a weekly cycle SSMT. Okay, now this is above true week open and our daily open, validating a bearish run for the day. Remember, in Power of 3 senses, what you want to do is look at both sides of the market, bullish and bearish. What side of the market is proving weakness or strength? And that is ideally where you want to push your narrative. Okay, there's no weekly cycle at the lows down here. There is a weekly cycle at the highs, above the daily open, above the true week open price. Coming into true day open, we have a hidden SSMT on our daily cycle. I'll reference to that in just a moment right here. As you can see, breaking down, let's look at our quarters real quick. Body. Let me actually pull up all the charts real quick. This will make it a lot easier. So, body of our next 6-hour session, previous 6-hour session. I'm looking at this on the wrong way. What am I doing? I was referencing to this. I was like, why does this look like this? This is our body right here. Okay. So looking at the bodies, right, between our quarters of the day, as everyone knows, there's going to be 4 quarters between our daily Power of 3, right? There's going to be London, or technically Asia, London, New York AM, New York PM, right? If we're referencing to the previous close, as we can see, the close is right up here, right? This is during our quarter 2, London. This body is a higher body than the next body coming into quarter 3. Then ES, okay? ES creates a higher body than the previous quarter body. Now, this is considered a hidden SSMT, okay? But what significance is it to us? It's between sessions. Now, this is considered our daily cycle, which is why significant to us. It's above our true day open price, which validates us for a bearish run. Okay, so we have a daily cycle, hidden SSMT above true day. We have a 90-minute cycle SSMT with our data highs. Okay, we create a higher high on YM at 9:30 than we do with our previous 90-minute high, which is at 7:44. Now, what significance is that? Well, it's a data high. Coming into our financial juice, we have Ukraine agrees to terms and peace deal, right? And as you can see, ES being correlated to NASDAQ and YM, we shoot up around 740, giving us a data high. Now, this is our previous 90-minute cycle. This 90-minute cycle gets ran past, creating a higher high on YM. As you could reference, I'll pull up the 5-minute chart. YM creates a higher high on the right, see? So seeing this as a significant high in the market, this is a data high in the market, resting liquidity. We have a 90-minute cycle on top of the fact that we have a weekly cycle, a daily cycle, hidden SSMT. What are we looking for coming into the entry? Well, 1-minute confirmation. We have a TMSO price right here. What are we looking for above it to send price lower? A cracking correlation, right? So what do we have? A micro cycle on top of the fact that pairing with the 90-minute, we have a 5-minute PSP swing divergence, and then price starts delivering and retests this bearish order block. So I press short on that hoe for our 30-minute Power of 3 open, high, low, close. Now, I know a lot of this information that I'm talking about right now may be just gibberish to a lot of people. The only way that you guys are going to understand this is learning quarterly theory concepts. Okay, whether that's from my mentorship coming up, whether that's from someone else that you guys learned from anywhere online. I preach and teach QT, MMXM, and Power of 3. So unless you guys know the basics behind this and the understanding of price, a lot of this will not make sense. But what I'm trying to state here in this video is that pairing high time frame narrative, pairing where you're expecting price to go in the delivery of Power of 3, well, I looked for a certain specific stage SSMT, which we had a 4-stage. We had a weekly cycle, daily cycle, 90-minute, and micro cycle, all coming into pairing for our 30-minute Power of 3. So when market opened, put in a manipulation high. I'm expecting a open high low close to then dip down into Monday's Power of 3 range, possibly getting us discount sensitivity to send price higher. Okay, so all over the place today, but what I'm trying to explain here is that today was fucking just S tier. It was beautiful. Okay, when you're coming into the markets, the only way that you're going to put probabilities on your side is by being patient and waiting for something that you actually want to see form. What do I want to see form? I want narrative and low time frame to all pair together, right? I want all such as true opens to have a prominent cracking correlation above or below depending on the bias. And when it comes down into low time frame entry, I want to see that aligning with all of that paired together today. High time frame to low time frame cracking correlations, all true opens, mitigated, power of 3 proving itself, previous daily power of 3 range, inefficient, right? All signs that market could possibly sell off and balance that range, and that's exactly what we did. I put probabilities in my favor. I understood where the market was likely to go based off of both sides of the market, right? Above the market was proving signs of bearish and weakness. Below the market wasn't so much. So where do you think the market's ideally going to target? Well, it's going to target weak down to the sell side delivery and balance any inefficient range, any unmitigated gaps, any high time frame cracking correlations needed for true opens, any of those such. All things that are going to be taught within my Discord and within my mentorship coming out December 1st, which I'm super stoked about. But guys, I hope you guys made some money today. Beautiful, beautiful delivery. It was a little choppy after the initial 30-minute power of 3. So if you didn't catch that, shit. But guys, I hope you guys made some money today. We have a whole week ahead of us. Be patient. Don't be greedy. Wait for shit to prove itself. You guys know what you guys need to look for when coming into the markets. Patience pays. Okay, now before I actually end this video, I want to state that I called this shit before it was happening based off of probabilities. Okay, this is simply from data collection and understanding what side of the market is proving itself, right? 925 before market open, above daily open, weekly cycle, true day, daily cycle, hidden SSMT, true New York, didn't at the time, right? I'm anticipating a retrace into yesterday's discount range, which was my TP. Possibly, but in need of 5 minutes to 1 minute cracking correlation confirmation. That's exactly what we had. We had a 1 minute cracking correlation microcycle, 90 minute with YM above the data high, and that's what confirmed me to short down into the previous range. Okay, this is how you build narrative refinement and consistency, is by building data, constantly coming into the market looking for the same shit, right? And if it doesn't prove, you don't trade it. But if it does prove it, align with it, put some risk on it, and manage that shit accordingly. Okay? So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys had a wonderful day, wonderful trading day, a wonderful week coming up. But as always, I'll catch you guys at the top. Peace out.